In this video, we're going to be going over Newton's three laws of motion: inertia, force equals mass times acceleration, and action with an opposite reaction. But, before we get into that, let's go over how Newton discovered gravity and forces. One day, Newton went into a garden to drink tea under the shade of some apple trees. He was very contemplative that day and wondered, why should it not go sideways or upwards, but constantly to the Earth's center? Assuredly, the reason is that the Earth draws it. There must be a drawing power in matter, and the sum of the drawing power must be the Earth's center, not in any side. Therefore, this apple will fall directly down or towards the center of the Earth. He basically said that there must be forces that we cannot see, but they attract each other in some way, and that anything with a mass has an attraction towards it, or gravity. Newton's first law states that an object of motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. So, let's say we have a ball in the room. In this room, there's no friction, air resistance, and so on. If we move this ball, it will continue moving because there is nothing acting upon it to slow it down or stop it. Now let's put air resistance back in and add some wind. The ball will slow down and possibly go backwards because the wind is blowing at it, which is the unbalanced force. Newton's second law gives us an equation, force equals mass times acceleration. He's basically saying that to move an object with a large mass, you need more force to move it at the speed you want than it would take for an object with a lesser mass to reach that speed. Let's put a box into that frictionless environment. If this box weighs 10 grams, and we want to move it at a rate of 2 inches per second, we just put these numbers into their respective places in the equation, and we'll get the force required to move that 10-gram box, which is 20 newtons. Newton's third law gives balance. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, one of your interns get a hold of your office chair and almost hits the wall. He decides to get himself away from the wall by kicking at the wall with a force of 5 newtons, which sends him the other way with the same amount of force, 5 newtons.